Alrighty, and welcome to days 5, 6, and 7. I'm going to try a little bit of a different format today. More than likely, I'm going to have videos that I recorded early this morning overlaying my voice, uh, just specifically to break up the monotony of having to see my face all the time. And I'm going to consolidate information over the past 3 days so that way the video doesn't take as long. So let's start off with Sunday, January 5th. January 5th was pretty much an okay day. Really not much going on. I visited my grandma and installed a new side mirror on one of her friend's cars. I worked on a new video which actually should be coming out within the next day or so. It's my top 5 list on struggles that a morbidly obese person goes through on a daily basis. That list will specifically be stuff that I think most people probably could deduce or know, and then I will also record another video that will be my top 5 list of things that maybe most people wouldn't know about having to deal with morbid obesity. So expect those within the next couple days. And then the rest of Sunday actually consisted of me unintentionally making music for many hours. So many hours that I actually didn't end up going to bed. By the time I realized what time it was like 5 o'clock in the morning. And at that point, you go to bed, you ain't waking up again. So I had to go to work Monday and had to push through it. So fast forwarding to Monday morning, since I was already up, I feel like I needed to occupy my time. So I took a shower, came downstairs, made breakfast for myself and my father, made my lunch, which was basically just a salad. The breakfast was an omelet with some bacon. And then I was pretty much struggling all day Monday simply due to the fact that I had no sleep. So there was a lot of things, a lot of stressors that were trying to get to me that day. But as I said, nothing's going to get me down. It sucked, but I had to push through it, and just make sure that I'm keeping it so that every day counts. I finished off my day. We were supposed to work overtime, but luckily the coworker that I carpool with was cool and took an early day so that way I could come home. Which he was completely fine with because he's salary. So any overtime that we get, he doesn't get paid extra for. So he was perfectly okay with coming home a little bit early. Next, I didn't actually really do much Monday night. I had dinner and I came directly to bed. I went to bed probably, I think at 8:30 and didn't get up until 6 o'clock this morning. Which leads us to today. Today, I woke up and I made the videos that you've been seeing overlay this video. Showed what I was making for breakfast, and then I showed the entire process pretty much of me making the chicken. There's a spot in the video where it cuts to the chicken being done and it was sliced in half. I ended up having to slice it in half while it was still in the pan because I was kind of running a little bit late this morning, dragging my feet a little bit, so it was taking a while to cook all the way through, so I just decided to cut it in half, make it a little bit faster. I went to work. Work was busy as all hell. We're trying to get our product out and just working around the clock to ensure that everything is in working order. By the time I got home, we worked overtime today, so I didn't get off until 8:30 p.m. Got home at around 9:45ish, maybe a little bit closer to 10. And then I ate dinner. My dad cooked some what is that? Pot roast, which was pretty good. And then I started working on this video that you see here. That was actually really fast. This video has only been 6 minutes so far, so I guess I can kind of go through a little bit. I guess I should point out that these past 3 days weren't as eventful as the prior 3 days. A lot of the stuff actually, as every day goes by, is getting easier and easier. And I think as of Thursday, it's either tomorrow or Thursday, I will have been on this diet now for 2 weeks. And so I guess this is a good time, a little bit of filler here, to explain that I don't plan on taking my weight consistently. The plan was originally that I was going to start this diet and I wasn't going to weigh myself until March, because that's when my birthday is. And I wanted to be down a certain amount of weight by my birthday because I have a trip coming up around then, and I didn't want to have to feel the way that I felt previously in my life about airplanes. So I wanted to be down a little bit so that way, the ride was a little bit more comfortable. But what I guess I've decided to do is I took my initial weight, which could have fluctuated. It was probably a little bit higher when I started. So, but I'll use the figure that I actually did get, which was about 3 or 4 days in the diet already. It was 368.2, as I've said in my other videos. And then I had it taken again when I went in for the analysis and consultation with the personal trainer, which it then read 365.8 or something like that. So almost 3 pounds lost. And as I also said, I stress this, it could have been just normal weight fluctuation, being so early on in the diet. But from the people that I've talked to who have actually lost significant weight doing this diet, it's a viability. Like, I could have viably lost, almost 3 pounds just within that short amount of time. So what I want to do, just to make sure that I am on the right track, in 2 weeks' time, I'm going to weigh myself again. At the end of this month, I will take my weight and compare it to the initial 368. And if I'm down, then I know, hey, it's been working. And then I will not weigh myself again until March. But if my weight is the same or has gone up, which with the amount of calories that I'm taking in, I would be hard pressed to find out that that's the case. Then, we can go from there. But my plan is that I'll be down weight come the end of the month. And then when it gets around March, I will weigh myself again. And I'm hoping that I can be down by, at minimum 30 pounds. I want to be down by 30 pounds by my birthday. And I'll feel hopefully a little bit more confident with getting on the plane. Still won't be small. It'll still be a tight fit, but maybe that 30 pounds makes the difference between having to request a seatbelt extender or not. So that's my hopeful goal. So yeah, that's my 3-day update. I kind of like being able to go over, 3 days at a time, because really there isn't a lot of information in my daily life. I do pretty much the exact same things every day and have been doing it even with this diet. Been getting up, breakfast, lunch, work, come home, eat dinner, maybe make one of these videos and go to bed. So I've managed to cut down information that would have taken me 20 minutes down to probably just under 10 after I make a few edits. So I'm going to leave it here. If you like the shorter videos and you've seen my other videos and you can compare, then, let me know what you think. If shorter videos are better, don't forget to like, comment, give me your feedback, subscribe, do all the goodness. Just caress all the YouTube buttons. And I'll see you guys, in probably tomorrow, because I'll post another video. So